Hi Mustangs, this is Mr. Warmouth, and this is for the week of April 6th, Monday, April 6th. This is my fifth try at this video because I'm trying to get it, I'm trying to make it as short as I possibly can. 6-7 minutes is my goal. Let's start from the top. The first thing is, I'll get this out of the way. There's a link for the Garden Club. This is something that I put together, and it's just going to be a series of videos. If you're interested in gardening, you need a distraction from what's going on in the world. Gardening's a fun thing to do. If you've never done it, it's easy. Well, it's hard, but it's fun to try. And I'm just going to share some things that I've kind of learned along the way. Click on that if you're interested. Watch the videos if you're interested, and email me if you have questions or want to share something. That'd be great. So let's talk about your week. This is Monday, April 6th. I'm going to click on modules, and then I'm going to click on week 13 RL assignments. So every week you'll see this to start the week. RL is remote learning. So week 13 RL assignments. Let's try again. There we go. So week 13 RL assignments. We have 2 days this week that we meet, Monday and Friday, but always read the entire week. Okay, even though navy blue is not our day, there's still reminders about things that are upcoming. I might give you optional stuff. I did that last week. I felt like last week's optional Friday stuff was kind of heavy, so I'll back off a little bit on that. But read everything. Make sure that that you know what you're doing and what's coming up. So Monday, today, you're going to read a story. It's called From Flesh and Blood So Cheap. It's this horrible story about a fire in New York. The story is not horrible. The fire was horrible. The story is really interesting. It's terrible that so many people died. Happened in New York in 1911, and it was the top 3 floors of this building that were a factory. All 3 floors was like one factory, and they made clothes. And someone, apparently, we're not 100% sure, but we're pretty sure that someone was smoking and dropped a cigarette, and the whole place went up in literally just a couple of minutes. People were trapped; they couldn't get out. They were throwing themselves out of the windows. It was horrible. Um, and I'll try to add something in here probably for Friday. It's not there now, but videos. You can always go to YouTube and Google these things, and you can find some interesting videos about this stuff. Plus, it gives you an idea of what the people look like and what the times look like. It helps. So this story is from your Collection 7 textbook. It's on page 266. Now, there are a couple different ways to read the story. Click here to use the e-textbook. That should take you to the same spot that on my main page. If you click on the picture of the book, the black and red book, same thing. Click here for an alternate site with the same story. This is a PDF of the same stuff that I was just happy to find, all of Collection 6, which we're going to use this several stories from this collection. But the Triangle Factory Fire stories there, both of them are there. Starts on page 266, From Flesh and Blood So Cheap. It's about 7 or 8 pages long, I think, which is a little longer than probably what you're used to. But that doesn't mean you won't find it interesting. I think it's really a sad and fascinating story. Okay, back to the assignment page. So all you have to do for Monday is read that story. Okay, Wednesday, April 8th, Navy Day. Not our day, but still important information. Your space, ocean, narrative writings are due today. In case you don't remember, last Thursday I assigned this. This is from our last unit of study. We were talking about space exploration and ocean exploration. Click here for this assignment. You're going to write a narrative, which is a short story, based on what it would be like to be a scientist, an astronaut, or an ocean explorer. All the details are there. This should not be new. This is due on Wednesday of this week. Okay. Make sure you include dialogue. Make sure it's at least a page long. There are 6 submitted right now as of Monday morning, and I'm sure I'll see more flow in today and tomorrow and Wednesday. Okay. All right. Let's go back to that page. That assignment page. So we know that Monday we read a story, From Flesh and Blood So Cheap, page 266. Wednesday we need to make sure that the narrative writings are submitted, but also the reader's response. The reader's response book idea is due on Friday this week. So there's a reminder for you. There's one of those reasons why you should read the Blue Days. Click here to share your book idea. Several people have submitted books, and most of them have been really good. I've only had to deny one person at this point because it wasn't an AR book. You should think about choosing a book that you can take an AR test on. Let's see, Friday, April 10th, last day this week. Book ideas for the Reader's Response are due today. Click here to share your book idea if you haven't already. And then you're going to read the second of the Triangle Factory Fire stories. Again, if you click on any of the click here's for the story, it should take you to where you need to go. Back to my PDF that I found. It's called From the Story of the Triangle Factory Fire, and it is really about 2 pages long, because if you count that giant picture on the second page, it takes up a lot of space. The whole point of this is to think about cause and effect. And so sometimes horrible things happen in the world, like this fire, and then something good can really come of it. It's sad that the people lost their lives, but a lot of good safety regulations happened as a result. And maybe you can think of it as like what we're experiencing right now, the pandemic. The world looks different today. And whenever this thing is over, whether it's June or July or it goes longer, the world will look different after. How, we don't know yet. But there will be good that comes from this. We don't want to lose people. People are dying right now, and it's ugly in certain parts of the world. But after it's all over, we're going to figure out ways to better protect ourselves from something like this in the future. So there will be good that comes of it. And that, I think, is it for the week. Okay, I'm trying to keep these videos as short as I can. Hopefully it's under 8 minutes. If you have questions, ask. A number of you have been emailing me with questions. That's wonderful. If you want to join that garden club, you can. All you do is, watch the videos and enjoy with us. But that's something that can distract you. Find a book to read, submit your book ideas, turn in your narrative writing, do your reading for the week, and that's that. Have a great week, and we'll see you.